Hey, welcome to Let's Paint. If you want to watch part 2 of this painting, you can go ahead and click here. But if you want to watch the whole painting in its entirety, you can click here. Let's do a Let's Paint. Daddy, please. Hello, welcome back to Let's Paint. We're gonna do a wonderful painting today. I think it's gonna be really awesome. I think you're gonna really enjoy it. It's gonna be one that has a lot of really intense colors. It'll really brighten up a room, and I think you're really gonna love it. So all the colors that you're gonna need for this painting are gonna be in the description of this video. So you can check those out there. So up on the canvas here, we have a thin, even coat, very thin, you don't need a lot, of liquid clear. Now liquid clear is just like the liquid white, except that it's clear. So when you blend color on the canvas, the color won't be lightened, it'll stay true. And we really need the color to stay true so we have more control, and so the colors are a lot brighter. So we have a thin even coat of that. So you put it on with a brush, and then if you have too much, you just gently wipe it off with a paper towel, and you'll be all ready to go. And we are all ready to go. Let's do something maybe it's like in a cape of the ocean, something like that. And it's gonna be really quiet, but also really intense. Kind of like me. Let's start with some bright red. And we're just gonna load up the brush just like how we would load it up with any other color. Pure bright red. Just pull out the color and just tap it on both sides. That way you get an even distribution of the color on both sides of the brush and through all the bristles. All right, just like that there. So if we go into the canvas here, we're gonna be doing something similar to kind of like a sunset. And right down here where the sun is gonna be, I'm kind of seeing the sun maybe somewhere in here or maybe somewhere over there, but it's gonna be the most intense right where the sun is. So that's where we're gonna put our red. So we're just gonna, all I'm doing very lightly is just doing these nice horizontal strokes here. We're just blocking in color. We're gonna make a really pretty gradient in the sky here today. But we really want these colors to be really bright and intense. That's why we're not muting it or lightening it with the liquid white. We want it to stay true. I think that'll just about do it for the red. And then while we're here, we're gonna bring some down into the water, because the water is naturally, of course, gonna reflect the sky color. So we're just gonna load up our brush a little bit more and just using really broad horizontal strokes now, we're just gonna bring it across. Just like how we would normally make water. Keep it real straight. Now you can already kind of see where we're gonna go with this. You can see our water, and then you can see our sky right above it. So now, let's clean up our brush, because we're gonna go into a much lighter color now. And the red will just absolutely obliterate everything if you try to blend it into your lighter colors. All right, let's go into some Indian yellow. Gonna load up the brush the exact same way. Now Indian yellow is a really transparent yellow. It's a really transparent color. So it's gonna really give our sky some depth, and it's gonna look really awesome. All right, and then same exact type of stroke here. I love that Indian yellow, it sparkles so much. And don't go into the red just yet. We will go into the red, but we're gonna blend it. When we blend, we'll go up into the red, and then we'll make a nice orange gradient color. And then just let that yellow kind of fade off into nothing, because we're actually gonna put another color on top there. All right, clean up the brush one more time. Uno más. And of course, we clean off our brushes with odorless paint thinner or odorless mineral spirits, whichever you prefer. I like the mineral spirits because I find it's cheap and I can find it in the store. All right, Now we're gonna go into some phthalo blue. And phthalo blue we're gonna use today as opposed to the Prussian blue, because the phthalo blue is a little bit of a warmer blue, and this is a really warm scene, and we wanna keep it that way. This is maybe in the tropics somewhere, maybe somewhere in Florida, I don't know. Wherever your happy place is, that's where it is. Loading up the brush just like before. Nice even distribution of the color throughout the brush there. All right. Now we're gonna start at the top because we want that to be our darkest spot because that's the closest to us. So we're gonna start at the corners, same brush stroke, and look at that, how that blue just jumps out at you. I love it. I love working with phthalo blue like this with the liquid clear because it just absolutely just jumps out at you. It's beautiful, beautiful color. We're gonna bring that blue down and we're just gonna go right above the yellow because you don't wanna go too far into the yellow because then we'll have a green sky and we don't want a green sky just yet. Just yet. I'm gonna go ahead here and to that blue, I'm gonna grab just a hair of the midnight black or lamp black. I'm using lamp black. We just wanna darken those corners a little bit. There we go. Give it a little bit more of like a vignette. Love it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. And I actually completely forgot that we're supposed to put some of the yellow down into the water as well, but we can put the blue down. And this is a good way to clean off your brush. Right at the bottom here, just put it in some of that blue. Don't have to go crazy. Just those really broad horizontal strokes to give us those nice water lines in there. Looks like we got a flag here. I don't know what flag that is. Is that France? It's not France. Shout out to you, France. I almost said shout out to you, French, but I guess, you know, whatever. It does look sort of like a flag though. We're actually gonna go back in and grab some of that yellow and put the yellow in the reflections as well, before we blend anything out, of course. Go back into our yellow here. I made an oopsie. There we go. Real simple. Not gonna take any more than a second to get this blocked in. All right, so we have kind of, I mean, this is contemporary art, ladies and gentlemen, right here. This you could put up in a museum, but we have a better plan for this painting. So stick around because it's gonna be awesome. Let's go ahead and clean our brush again. You're gonna be a master at cleaning your brush after this painting. All right. Now, like I said, we're gonna blend and we're gonna try to get a gradient in here. So starting in the red, now we're gonna bring back our X stroke. So all we're gonna do for the X stroke is just make a little X with the broad side of your 2-inch brush, and that will blend out your color. And I'll show you what that looks like here. So starting in the red, we're gonna smooth out that sky, but as soon as you get into the yellow, start really using your X strokes. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna bring some of that red up into the yellow. And what that's gonna do is make a really beautiful orange right in between those two colors. You can't tell. The goal is to be able to tell where one color ends and the other color begins. And you just get this really nice gradient effect in the sky. All right. And we can just shake off. We don't have to wash the brush off. Just get some of the paint off. Don't have to go bananas with it. Now with the yellow, gotta be careful because if you go too much into the yellow, your yellow is gonna turn green and then you're gonna have a big green band going across your sky. Now, if you look at sunset skies that are like this, you actually see that there is green in the sky, but there's not a ton of it. So we're gonna really be careful as we're blending. So we're gonna start into the yellow. And just get that corner, just let the top corner of that brush touch the blue. Don't go make big X's here. Just let that top corner, just tease the blue. Let the brush work, let the paint blend. This is why we put the liquid clear on, so it would blend all on its own. And if you did it right, you'll have a really pretty green stripe going right across, right above the yellow and right below the blue. And I think we have that going there. Just a little stripe where those colors are blending. And then when you get up into the color, you can just blend all that blue out. And you don't have to worry about dragging the yellow into the blue, because the blue is much stronger than that yellow ever could wish, hope or wish it could be. There we go. And just like that, we have the start of something truly remarkable going on here. Let's go into our water, clean off our brush again, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna blend these out, just so we have a nice gradient that's being reflected from the sky into the water. Because this water, maybe this ocean water, maybe it's not, maybe there's no wind, maybe it's really calm. All we're gonna do, instead of doing X strokes, we're just gonna be doing these long horizontal strokes, and it'll kind of just naturally blend itself together. You can do a couple little X strokes just to kind of help it along, but we really wanna stick with those horizontal strokes. Keep your strokes as horizontal as you can, because otherwise, if you have crooked water, the water's just gonna waterfall right out of your painting. And water always works water always works horizontal. So you want to keep your strokes as horizontal as you can get them. Now here we go, back between the yellow and the blue. Just let the tip of that brush just tease the blue, and it'll naturally blend itself out. And then when you get to the blue, just blend across. And ooh, right there, folks, we have start of something great, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, clean off the brush one more time. I know you're getting mad at me now, how much I'm cleaning off the brush, but you'll learn to love it. It's pretty much the greatest thing in the world. How often do you get to take something that you take out your aggressions and just beat it against a metal pole? I mean, how often during your day do you get to do that? Not very often. Okay. Let's grab a fan brush today. Now we're gonna put some real streaky kind of clouds up in the sky. And let's start, let's grab, while I'm here, a little burnt sienna. If you don't have burnt sienna, you can just use brown. I'm just using burnt sienna because it's a little warmer. Let's start doing some happy little cloud things going on here. So, let's grab some of that burnt sienna, just using a fan brush. We're gonna make this real simple for you guys today. Not gonna be hard. Let's grab, a little cadmium yellow, just to brighten that up a little bit. And maybe a little permanent red. Should be like a burnt orange kind of color. Now, we're gonna make some really simple clouds. You don't even have to work too hard to make these clouds work. Just with your fan brush loaded, all we're gonna do is just make little streaky clouds here. That's all we're gonna do. It's not gonna be hard today, folks. And now you have a lot of liberty with what kind of colors you want to work in here. So I'm fond of this dark orange color, but I think I want to make some little bit brighter clouds. So I'm going to grab some of that burnt sienna, maybe a little cad yellow, and a little white. I'm going to brighten that up. There we go. Maybe right above that, we have a little sun that's shining through those clouds. You can just go right above those, and it gives them a really nice highlight, if you'd like, if you want to go that route. Just bring them right across. Maybe there's a couple kind of floating through here. These are just happy little clouds that just kind of float along and just hang out. They don't have too much to worry about. All right, we are doing awesome. Look at that. Let's grab maybe some Indian yellow. Like I said, guys, you you have all the control in the world about these clouds. The only rule is that you want to work darker as you get up into the blue, because as you're getting away from the light source, it's going to get darker and darker. So now I have some permanent red and Indian yellow. Maybe a little more permanent red. There we go. Maybe. Oh, I like that one. I like that cloud a lot. Ooh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to go into some pure permanent red. Oh, that's a real sparkler. That cloud's on fire. He needs a friend. Look at that. Oh, yes. Love it. Maybe we'll put a little highlight underneath him just to make him pop out a little bit. So all you're really trying to do is work darker as you go up, and then the highlights will also get darker as you go up. And you'll have a really nice gradient of clouds there. Let's grab, I'm gonna clean off that fan brush. And we're still gonna be working same style cloud. We're not gonna make this hard today. Let's grab some phthalo blue. Oh, got a little too much paint thinner there. And some of that permanent red. Now, be careful how much phthalo blue you use, because permanent red is significantly weaker than the blue. So you always want to have more red than blue when you're making a purple color. And sometimes you can't really tell what you got there. So I'm going to add a little white to it. Maybe a little more red. There we go. So dark purple. Let's go up into that blue color. Oh, there we go. That stands out, but it's real mysterious, far away from the sun. And of course, if you want to make, happy little fluffy clouds in this painting, you absolutely can. I am just showing you one way to do clouds. It's really simple, and anybody can do it. There's one up here. There's even a dark one that snuck its way into the yellow there. All right, we'll give those guys some highlights too. So I'm just gonna go into some white with that same color, maybe a little more of the red, just to help it sparkle a little bit. And just underneath that, because now the light's coming from underneath, and just give those some happy little highlights. Really makes your clouds stand out. You don't have to put the highlights on every cloud. Just a couple. All right. Now we have a really gorgeous sky going here. Now before we go on, we're gonna do a little finger painting today, if that's cool with you. We need the sun really kind of just about to go down over the horizon. So we're gonna grab your favorite finger, go right into some pure titanium white. Just a dab will do you there. And pick where you want your sun. I think I want my sun, ooh, I want him right here. And you're just gonna make a little circle. Unless you want a huge sun. That's totally up to you. My sun's a little bit farther away. And then all you're gonna do is take a 2-inch brush and just blend that right into the painting. Very simple. Now we have a sun kind of just setting right below the water. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to watch part 2 of this painting, you can go ahead and click here. But if you want to watch the whole thing, no unedited raw, you can go ahead and click here. Like for 80s style sweatshirts. Also, if you like the video, comment what you want to see from us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, or you're never gonna get to see all the other videos we do. And, that's a shame. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks. Seriously, just thank you, because I don't think I would be doing what I'm doing without this video camera. So thank you. And Bob Ross. I just don't know where I would be. I have severe lower back pain to the point where I think I might need to get surgery, but I'm still thankful for my hands.
Okay.